If you're learning to fly drones or starting a drone business, this might be one of the best tools DJI has released. This is the DJI Flight Simulator, built directly into the DJI Fly ecosystem. And it lets you practice flying inspections, cinematic shots, tracking, and even sports mode without risking your real drone. And honestly, if you're nervous about flying an expensive drone for the first time, this is probably where your drone business should start. In this video, I'll give you a quick walkthrough of the DJI Flight Simulator, show you the main features and explain why I think every new drone business and drone pilot should spend time using it before flying real drone jobs. I'm using the RC-N2 controller for this video, so some features and maps are a bit more limited compared to the newer controllers like the RC-N3. Depending on your setup, you might also need to download some extra maps or environments before certain features appear. Now you can run the simulator directly on the controller screen, but I'm going to use my Meta Quest 3 in pass-through mode so I can fly on a much larger immersive display. I've made a few videos on how to set this up if you want to try it out yourself. So once you open the simulator, the first thing you'll notice is the aircraft selection screen. For this demo, I'm just going to use the Mavic Pro. Now, if you're completely new to drones, don't skip the beginner courses. DJI actually built proper training into the simulator. It teaches you everything from takeoff and landing to stick control, camera movement, return to home, and intelligent flight modes. And as you complete the lessons, more advanced training unlocks, so it slowly builds your confidence as a drone pilot. Honestly, this is one of the best ways to learn drone controls because you're building muscle memory without risking a real crash. But the main thing I want to show you is the immersive flight mode. This is my favorite part of the simulator. I'm going to load into the skate park environment and hit Go Fly. Once it loads, you can place the aircraft anywhere on the map and instantly start flying. Move the person with the left stick and then click Place Aircraft on the ground. Let's take off. You can either use the automatic takeoff button or manually launch with the sticks. Once you're in the air, the controls feel surprisingly realistic, and this is where it starts to feel very close to a real DJI drone. The layout is almost identical to the real DJI Fly app. You've got your live camera feed, GPS signal and battery status, obstacle sensing, map, camera settings, flight modes, quick shot and master shots, photo and video controls, and tracking features depending on your controller support. If you're new to flying drones, spend some time here. Practice smooth flying movements, low flying, and tracking objects. Learn to tilt the camera with gimbal movements. This is where most new drone pilots start gaining confidence, because learning smooth drone movements is harder than people think. Don't forget, you've got quick shots and master shots. You can select a subject, choose something like rocket mode, hit start, and the drone automatically performs the movement. This is a great way to learn what these shots actually look like before using them on a real client drone job. These modes are perfect for real estate and tourism work, as well as simple social media and promotional videos. While you're in the sim, don't forget to test out cinematic mode, normal mode, and sports mode. Cinematic mode slows everything down and gives you really smooth professional movements. Sports mode is much faster, but obstacle sensing is disabled. So if you hit something in sports mode, you crash. Use sports mode and try and navigate between buildings and tight spaces. This is where I think the simulator becomes seriously underrated for drone businesses. I use this all the time to teach new drone pilots. Let's say you've got an inspection job coming up, maybe gutters, solar panels, roofing, or industrial equipment. The simulator is a great way to practice getting real close to structures safely and taking inspection photos without risking your real drone. You can practice distance judgment, flying in tight spaces, camera positioning, smooth movements, even tracking shots. And you quickly learn how close you can safely get before risking a collision. Honestly, that's a much better way to learn than figuring it out for the first time on a real drone job. Some controllers also support extra tracking features like focus track, while others are a bit more limited. So depending on your controller setup, your simulator experience may vary slightly. And of course, you can practice return to home. Just hit the return to home button, and the drone automatically flies back and lands exactly like a real DJI drone would. This is actually really useful for beginners because it helps you understand how DJI safety systems work before relying on them during a real flight. You can even adjust the settings on your RC controller to adapt your drone flying like the real world. Overall, I think the DJI Flight Simulator is one of the best ways to build confidence as a drone pilot without risking your real drone, especially if you're learning inspection, cinematic flying, or starting a drone business. And honestly, using it with the Meta Quest 3 makes the experience even better. Having the simulator on a huge immersive screen just makes practicing feel way more realistic. If this video helped, make sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment. And if you want to learn more about building a successful drone business, check out the playlist here.